Hey everybody, and welcome to Easy English with Matt. And today I'd like to share some tips with you guys how you can learn English more sufficiently. So this is not going to be the type of video that tells you buy this video course or buy this webinar and then you're going to speak English in 1 day, 1 week, or even 1 month. No, that's just impossible. Never ever believe in that bullshit. Sorry guys, but it is bullshit because it's just impossible to learn any language in that short period of time. Learning language is the long and tiresome process. So don't believe that, guys, and just learn it constantly by yourself, by courses, by lessons, whatever you take. So guys, if you're interested how you can learn English more sufficiently, maybe a little faster, maybe a little better than you did it before, then just keep watching this video, smash a like, and well, let's go into our class. And my first tip is going to be conversation. So guys, probably everybody knows that conversation is the most important part of the language. And if you already know how to say something in English, if you already understand something in English, then all you need to do is just keep practicing. You need to keep talking to someone every day constantly. More you talk, better is your English. So don't stop talking, just keep talking to someone you can, to anyone you can, to a shopkeeper, to your friends, to your family, anyone who can speak English. You have to have conversations with them every day, every single day. And then you're gonna see the progress in your English. Tip number 2 is intensity of studying is much more important than the length of studying. So what does that mean? That means if, for example, you're studying language, let's say English, you're studying for 4 hours a day for, let's say, 2 weeks. It is better than studying 1 hour a day for 2 months because you're going to forget things. If you're studying 4 hours a day, your brain is totally in English. All you think about is English. All you do is English for 4 hours, so your brain just can't relax and it's just going to remember that English that you learned for 4 hours. You just can't forget that. But if it's just 1 hour, oh, I've learned this in the morning, then by the evening I already forgot. And the next day 1 hour, the next day 1 hour, you're just gonna forget. But if you're studying more intensively, more hours a day, then is much better result. And tip number 3 is classes. The group classes aren't so good for you. So maybe some people are going to hate me for this, like school owners or maybe some teachers, but it is true. If you're taking group courses, they are always moving with the speed of the slowest one, the slowest student. So if you are the slowest one, just go on and buy those courses, you're gonna be great. But if you're not, if you're a fast student, if you're a fast learner, then don't ever consider buying those courses because they are going to stop you. They're going to slow you down and you're going to just waste your time. So what you need to do is to pay for private lessons, private classes with your private teacher. He's going to know what you know, what you don't. He's going to adjust to you and then you're going to learn English sufficiently. And the next tip is actually very easy to do, to make it work, because it is first what you need to do when you learn language is to learn 100 most common used words. That's easy to find. You just type it in Google and that's the first you're gonna find. So 100 commonly used words. Then when you learn those, you're going to understand a lot and a lot more. Then when you know them, you take 1,000 most common used words. Then you take 3,000. And when you know 3,000, believe me, you're going to understand like 90% of everything in English. Then you can just constantly keep learning, but this is the most important. 100, 1,000, and 3,000. The next tip, guys, might sound a bit stupid and dumb because that is to carry your phone or pocket dictionary wherever you go. But not just carry it with you, you need to use it more often. For example, if you're living in an English-speaking country or if you have a chance to talk to native speakers, then just stop the conversation whenever you need and check for the word you don't remember or you don't know. They're going to wait. Believe me, I've tried it hundreds and thousands of times. So you just say, sorry, I have to check for the word. I don't remember how to say that. And you go and check. They are going to be curious what you want to say and they are going to wait patiently. Don't worry about that. And then when you check the word and use that in the situation, then you're going to remember it for good, forever. You're never going to forget the word that you've used in a situation with the real native speaker. So that's much more efficient way to learn vocabulary. The tip number 5 is the one I've mentioned in one of my previous videos, and that is to practice in your head. How to do that is to make up some story or some conversation in your head and just keep talking, keep telling some stories. What movies you like, what TV shows you like, what songs you like, where would you like to go, what happened to you or your family, if you have any pets, if you have a car, anything you like is acceptable. Also, you can record a video or audio and imagine you're a blogger, vlogger, whatever, and just keep talking on the camera. Then you just stop it and watch it, correct yourself, and practice again. So that's how you can practice your speech. The next tip, guys, is going to be for your listening skills, and that is to listen to songs, watch movies and TV shows. With songs, you need to first of all find the song that you like, of course. Then you need to find all the words that you don't know and learn them. Then, when you know all the words from the song, you start to listen to it without paper, without looking at lyrics. You need to just listen to it and try to catch as many words as you can, especially for the new words that you didn't know before. Then you're practicing your listening skills. Then let's take a look at movies and TV shows. With movies and TV shows, guys, you have to watch them in English with subtitles or not. So with subtitles is for beginners, right? If you can't understand anything in English, you just use subtitles to read and listen together. But if you're more advanced, then don't use subtitles. Just try to listen and catch those words. If you didn't get something, just pause, stop the movie or TV show and check for the word you missed, or just rewind and watch it again until you understand. And the last tip, guys, is the one I'm still using myself for learning vocabulary. So how do I learn vocabulary? First of all, I have a book. I have dictionary and I have a notebook. So I have dictionary to pick the words from every day. Pick new words. And for example, today I've picked 5 new words and I'm going to write them down into my notebook, and then I won't just translate them to my language. What I'm gonna do is go to Cambridge Dictionary and find definition of that word in English. So then I'm just learning the definition, then I understand the word. I don't just translate it and know what it is. I'm just looking for definition, because translations are sometimes wrong, incorrect, and it's not the straight meaning. It can be the wrong meaning of the word. So the best way is to find the definition on Cambridge Dictionary. Sometimes, of course, Cambridge Dictionary is complicated and you just don't get it from there. So then you can find a translation and just make sure and connect them so you can understand it fully and completely. And that's how I learned vocabulary. That is all for today's tips, everyone. I hope they were helpful for you. Just try them out and tell me in the comments down below if they work or not. Now, if you enjoyed this video, just smash a like and subscribe. Hey everybody, and welcome to Easy English.